everybody, it's Cindy here and I am Hooked on Crafts. So today I'm going to be doing a little crochet chit chat and this is episode number 2. The first thing I want to talk about is finished objects, and you will be happy to know that I finished my granny square bag. I think it turned out great. I made my handles kind of extra long because when I go somewhere I like to just throw them over my shoulder and run away with them. This is a Bag-A-Day Crochet style bag. That's where I got how to put all my squares together. The squares, if you watched episode number 1, I have had in my unfinished objects for over 10 years. They have been sitting around for 10 years. And I was inspired by the Canadian crocheter to join a block party, and it's where you make things out of blocks or granny squares or hexagons or anything. So I did join the block party and I did post my finished object on Ravelry. Hopefully it's not cheating because I started it so long ago, but I think it's fine. Nobody said they thought it was not fair. So yeah, I put it in the finished objects. So that's my number one thing. I think it turned out great. Also, I actually had these done the last time and I forgot all about them. I made myself a pair of slippers. I'm sorry, they look a little ratty because I wear them almost every day. And I love these things. Oh, you can see, sorry, I got a piece of yarn hanging on them. You can see that they're very comfy and they're very loved. They are a pattern, sorry if I'm looking down, I have my notes here, by Stephanie Zed, and it was a YouTube video that I watched to do those. I'm going to make a few more slippers. I found a couple more people on YouTube that make this style of slippers. I always wanted to make slippers, but for some reason I can never get the sole of them to match or to look quite right, or they just never really turned out for me. So, but I love this style. You start with the toe. My daughter says they're butthole slippers because she thinks the end of it looks like a butthole. Anyways, so yeah, I like that style though because it makes it really easy for me to, you don't have to worry about the bottom of them that way. So yeah, I'm going to be making some more of those because I love how they fit and I wear mine all the time. The next thing that I've been working on are some hanger covers. Now, my grandmother has been gone probably, 15 years or so now. And when she was younger, and when I was younger in college, she made me a bunch of hanger covers. You know, when you're first starting out, you're in college, you don't have much anyway. So we use these plastic hangers that you can just pick up at like Walmart, Kmart. You used to be able to get them at Kmart. We pick these plastic hangers up all the time, and evidently mine are really, really old because now they all have the little cutout thing that helps hold like a tank top or a cami on. But at the time when she made these for me, they didn't have those kind of hangers, and I still have a ton of those kind of hangers sitting around the house because I don't know, we just don't buy hangers that often. So those are kind of near and dear to me, and I have protected them over the years. You know, I don't let my kids have them in their closet because I'm afraid they'll yank on them and break the hangers, and then I would be super sad because my grandma made them for me. She made me a ton of them at the time. I probably still have maybe 10 or 12 of them sitting around the house. So yeah, they stay in my closet. I get to use them just so that nobody else tears them up. But I keep wondering, I wonder how she made those, or I wonder if there's a pattern for those. And I had been searching off and on, you know, when it crossed my mind, I would search to see if I could find a pattern that had those hanger covers on, because I love the style of them. I love the way they keep my shirts and any kind of little slinky top or anything on, the way they keep them on the hanger so that they don't end up in the bottom of your closet. So I figured out how she did it. And so I have been making tons of these, and I'm going to make a video to show you guys how I made these. They are perfect though for having in your closet, just so that your stuff doesn't end up in the floor, and you know, you don't have those harsh lines for the hangers. So they're pretty easily made. I'm going to call this a stash buster project because I'm just using scraps of yarn that I've used in different projects. So I've probably made, I don't know, maybe 10 of these in different colors. A burgundy one. And as I'm doing them, people have been taking them from my little stack here, and I'm like, leave those alone, I want to show them in my video. So yeah, so there's that one. And this one, whoops, it's came untied. But that's okay, I tied it in a knot, so really the little bow is just for looks. So yeah, I love these. And I do have some of the newer hangers that have the little indentations in them. And I will tell you that, somebody's already taken that one that I made. I will tell you that they work perfect. This little part just kind of drops down in there. But still, they work perfect. They're a great little stash buster. Like I said, I've got a video coming soon on how to make these. I love them. So yeah, I've made quite a few of those. I also made my shawl here that I'm wearing. It is also a free pattern on Ravelry. It's called Night Moves, and it's by the Purple Iguana, Purple Iguana, something like that. I think I mentioned last time in my video that my workplace is going to all black and then a pop of red. So this shawl that I made, and forgive me, I'm not a shawl wearer, so if you guys have any styling tips, please leave a comment below because I would love to know how you guys style these. I think this one turned out really, really pretty. It is one of the asymmetrical type of shawls. It's really lightweight, and it's pretty long. Maybe I made it too long. I don't know. That's the starting end is this really skinny end. So I don't know. I love how it turned out. I'm just not really sure exactly how to wear it. So I think maybe I need a shawl pin. Let me know down below. If you guys wear shawls all the time, let me know exactly how I should style this. And this is made out of this yarn here. It is by Hobby Lobby. I like Hobby Lobby's yarn. You'll see me buy a lot of Hobby Lobby's yarn. It is Yarn Bee Spinnies? I don't know, I can't pronounce it. But it's really soft and it's thin. It is a number, it says it's a number 3 yarn. That's probably right. And I didn't realize it when I was at the store, but it's got like a little silver metallic shine to it. So I love it. I have one skein left and it has a lot of yards on it. I want to say, let's see here. I don't see the exact yardage, but I'm going to try to make a scarf, like an open lacy scarf out of this, because I think this is a perfect color for my work. And I've got a couple patterns kind of earmarked that I want to try. Mostly I do free patterns on Ravelry, just because my craft budget is little and I have to do free projects. But when I make projects, I also make them free on Ravelry. So I feel like I give back to everybody that I use their free patterns. And I appreciate all the designers out there that have free patterns, because for people like me that don't have a huge crafting budget, yeah, I just like free patterns. So that was the third thing that I got done. So the next thing I worked on was a hat. Now, this is a hat for my daughter, and if you watched my last video, I also had a hat for my daughter. She hasn't worn it yet, but when we were at Hobby Lobby and I was looking for some yarn for my shawl, she wanted to pick out her own color, bright neon pink. Yeah. And I said, you haven't even worn the last one I made you. She says, well, you didn't let me pick out the color. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So this is the waffle beanie, and this is by Fiber Spider here on YouTube. And this is his pattern and I followed it along, my little pom-pom, and I'll list all the supplies and stuff down below in the description. So if you guys want to pick those up or watch that video for yourself without having to search for it too much, they'll be right there. But I think it turned out really good. It's a really kind of a thick, squishy hat. Not the color I would have picked out, but hey, to each their own, right? That's why she's her and I'm me. So yeah, we have totally different totally different things. She likes to paint. She doesn't do any crochet. I'm gonna maybe see if I can set some of her paintings up so you can see them. She's only 14, but she's my little artist. So yeah, she does a good job. So I'll try to get some of those out for you. I also made several more hats. And if you are subscribed to my channel, you probably saw this. We are huge Chiefs fans at my house. And yep, I had to try to make a Mahomes hat. So I think these turned out crazy. Crazy fun, right? My husband's really the huge Chiefs fan. I watch some football, but not a ton, not like he does. I'm really sitting over here crocheting as he's ranting and raving at the TV when we're watching football. So yeah, my Mahomes hat. If you watch my channel, I do have a free tutorial on this hat. Go Chiefs. Super Bowl is on Sunday. Can't wait to see what you guys do. I would love to see somebody in the stands wearing one of my hats. That would be the ultimate, right? So it's had a lot of views. I actually made 3 of these. One for my husband, then I made one for me. I got a lot of hair on mine for some reason. I don't know. His doesn't seem to have near as much hair. And then I also made one for one of the guys I work with. He's also a huge Chiefs fan. I thought he'd get a kick out of it. So yeah. He wore it around. He wore it around the store for a while the other day. My husband works at a school, and he actually wore his to work at an elementary school. So he wore his. The kids loved it. They're like, "Where's your hat at, Mr. Gary? Where's your hat at, Mr. Gary?" So yeah, so it's a lot of fun. If you guys stick with me, I like to make a ton of hats, and I like to make fun hats. It's just, I don't know. It's just a quirky thing about me. I like to make fun hats, just because life's too short to be so serious all the time. So you saw my Christmas tree hat that I made to wear around. This is my Mahomes hat, my Super Bowl Sunday hat. So yeah, root for the Chiefs. Go Chiefs. Go Patrick Mahomes. I hope you guys bring it home. We may make a trip to Kansas City if they win for the parade. That would be a lot of fun. So yeah. So if you want to know how to make this hat, check out the link below. I'll link my video below so that you guys can make your own. And then my last and final project. Sorry, my hair's kind of crazy now from hat head. And this is a fail. And it's not the pattern writer's fault. I think I used the wrong kind of yarn for this. This is actually what they call a sweater, a scarf, or something like that. And I don't know quite how to wear this. Here, I'm going to take this one off. I don't know quite how to wear this either. There's the theme here, right? I don't know how to wear anything. You would think I would know. I actually do work in the fashion industry, kind of. So we sell lots of clothes. And I think it's because I made the chunky yarn. But this little guy has got a little sleeve. And I don't know, it's not horrible this way. I made this because sometimes it's cold in the office. And I don't know. And I just wanted to have something to throw on when we're watching, when we're in our conference room. A lot of times it's really cold, and I'm the HR manager, and so I do lots of onboarding and orientations in the conference room. So sometimes it's cold, and I just want to have something a little bit warm. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I don't know. Maybe it's not a total fail. I personally, I'm not a huge fan of how it ended up. I don't know. I may wear it. I may try it in a worsted weighted yarn. I think that's really where I went wrong, because I used a bulky yarn, and it was, it's also a Hobby Lobby yarn. It's the soft and chunky Yarn Bee yarn. I'll link it down below too. But I don't know. I was thinking it's cold outside. I want something warm. So it just wraps around your shoulders, kind of. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to frog it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. We'll see. I was thinking about making like a capelet thing, which I may also try. I bought some Lion Brand thicken wool yarn. I can't remember. I bought some yarn though at Walmart when I was there one day. They had a big ball of black yarn, and I thought I would try it, see how it goes. I still am working on my my homegirl sweater. I've probably got only about this much more of the back of it done. Like I said, I've been working on, I wanted to get my Mahomes hats done. One, because they're tons of fun and they're quick little projects, and the Super Bowl is on Sunday. So I wanted everybody to be able to make, if they wanted to make a hat, or if they had a Chiefs fan in their group of people, that they could make a hat for them. So, because I think it's fun, right? It's hilarious. It's probably going to be cold at the stadium. Well, no, they're in Florida. I think it probably won't be cold, but I would still love to see somebody wearing my hat. In Kansas City, it's cold, so maybe in a future game, maybe next year or something, we'll see my hat in the stands. You guys keep a lookout for it. Let me know if you see it, because that would be the ultimate for me, is to see. I love when I make things. I haven't talked a lot about crocheting and what I've done in the past, but when my kids were little, my husband stayed at home and helped take care of them. So money was tight. Really tight for a long time. And one of the things that I used to do for the holidays is I would craft all summer long, and I would make tons of hats, little kids hats, mostly adults hats also, but I made a lot of the little character hats, like puppies and black cats, and like a Hello Kitty styled hat, little mouse hats, little bear hats, just tons of like little hats, little cute hats for newborns, infants, even older kids. Owls sold really well for me. So I just like making hats. Like I said, you'll see more. I'll maybe try to find a few more of the hats I made. I made like little La La Loopsy style doll hats that had all the curls on them. They were so cute. And one of the funnest things for me, and it's probably, I mean, my kids are 14 and 16 now, so it's probably been 10 years since I've done a lot of that. And I still see sometimes little kids wearing my hats, and I know exactly when I see them which ones are mine. Even though tons of people, you know, when you make money on something, everybody tries to jump on that bandwagon and take your sales, right? Because it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. It's all about what you can sell. So yeah, sorry, I just slobbered myself there. So yeah, when they come in wearing my hat, it's like a huge compliment. It's fun. I'm like, I made that hat. And that's one of the things that I love about crochet is you can take just a little piece of yarn, and make something that's fun and happy and, you know, just something fun for somebody, something to keep them warm. So yeah, I just love that part of crochet. Let's see. So I don't have any other whips except for my homegirl sweater, because I just finished the hat for my daughter this morning. So I will probably get a few more things to make. I am going to be doing the Marley Bird game day crochet along, the mystery crochet along. I've never done one of these before. I haven't gotten my yarn yet. I hope to get it probably maybe Saturday. We're going to be out running around, and I think I'm going to use Super Saver ombre yarn. I'm not a huge Super Saver fan, but I love the way the ombre yarn looks in projects. I have been like on Facebook and different places where people post pictures of using this yarn. I'm always so impressed by how their projects look. So I am going to try that one. I don't know what color I'm going to use yet. I haven't decided. I'll make that decision when I'm at the store digging through the yarn, right? So that's going to be fun. It starts at like 6 a.m. Eastern time, I want to say. So I am in Central Illinois, really close to the capital here at Springfield. So I am in Central Time Zone. So by the time I'm up and moving around, I hope that there will be some pictures posted of what other people are doing so that I can kind of see. I'm not really a person that likes to crochet blind, so to speak, because I'm a self-taught crocheter and I sometimes say the wrong terminology. I read patterns pretty well, but I also sometimes get them mixed up, and it's great to have a visual picture for me, just because I can tell if I'm right, if I'm going in the right direction or not. That way I don't make a huge mistake. I can kind of tell as I start, you know, oh, they're starting here and they're doing this. So that's the type of crocheter I am. I can read patterns. Are they always 100% right? No. No, they're not. But I do okay. I do okay. So I don't write patterns either. So I have posted one pattern to Ravelry for the headband that I did a video on. Please forgive me if any of the terminology is wrong or if I make a mistake. I don't have pattern testers. I have no idea even to go how about getting a pattern tester. But I just wanted to share the project because I think it turned out great. And like I said, I love free patterns on Ravelry. This is absolutely a free pattern because I am not an expert. I am not a designer. I'm just somebody who likes to crochet and make pretty things. So that's that. I do have a few acquisitions. I do want to talk about yarn acquisitions, and you can see I'm kind of sitting off in a corner here. I'm trying to figure out where's the easiest way for me to record. I don't really have a craft room, so that's not really an option for me. I wish I had a craft room, but when I had my second child, I had to give up my craft room. So whatever, I wouldn't change a thing there. But I am not a person that buys a ton of yarn and without having a project in mind. So very rarely will you see me. You're never gonna see a wall of yarn behind me because first of all, that would give me anxiety. When I watch some of those people with all of that yarn, I'm like, how are you ever gonna use all of that yarn? And why would you need so much yarn at one time? That's just me. That's how I am. If you're one of those people that has all that yarn, more power to you. I personally like to see the new yarns that come out. I want to see the new things coming out. They have came so far making yarn. Even in the last 10 years, all the self-striping, the Karen cakes, and all the cakes, and all of that stuff. I want to play with the new yarns. I kind of splurge sometimes. When I say I don't really care for Red Heart Super Saver, it's only because one, if I'm going to take the time to make something, I want to use a yarn that's really soft and that I like. Yes, I have used Red Heart Super Saver many times when I was first starting. And you don't have to buy really expensive yarns, I don't think. But even if you just bump up to like, I personally love, I love this yarn by Hobby Lobby. I said before, I buy a lot of Hobby Lobby yarn, but I also like a lot of the Michaels Loops and Threads. I like Lion Brand yarn. I could do maybe some reviews on yarn if you guys would like to see that. Like I said though, I don't buy a ton of yarn, and I'm not going to buy yarn just to have it sit on a wall because to me that's wasteful. I don't want to spend the money on all of that, just because I have a family of 4 to take care of, so I'm not gonna just stockpile yarn to stockpile yarn. But I do like to buy new yarns, and that brings me to my knit crate. Now, the last time I told you guys, I have been getting the knit crate. This is probably my 3rd or 4th one, and this one has beautiful yarn in it, okay? But I also told you that I have not used any of this yarn, and it gives me anxiety because I spent $30 some odd, right, on these 2 really nice skeins of yarn, and I have not used them. So one of my goals for this year is I'm going to use my knit crate yarn. It's precious. Yes, I love it. These may become hats, guys. I know. Is that worth it to spend expensive yarn on hats? I don't know, but that's what I think I'm going to make out of these. And I love the blue colorways. This could be boys. It could be girls. I may make myself one of the waffle stitch hats out of one of these. I don't know. I don't know yet what I'm going to make, but that's one of my goals, is to make something from my knit crate yarn. I don't want to just tuck it away because that's wasteful. It's just not who I am. I don't want yarn sitting around that I spent a lot of money on. that probably I could have spent on something else, but I splurged on myself. I bought myself some nice yarn. So yeah. So I got my knit crate box, and I'm not gonna do an unboxing. I'm really late to the game. You guys will know that. I work full time, so I don't have a ton of time to record. So there's a lot of people out there that do knit crate unboxings. I don't know, maybe in the future I'll do one, but right now I just don't foresee it. I did buy this ball yarn, and this is from Hobby Lobby. It's called Urban Chic, and the colorway, where's my colorway, is called Berry 03. And I just wanted to see really how this yarn worked up. And I think I might make a bag. I found a pattern on Ravelry where somebody used this yarn and they made a bag. They also added some I Love This Cotton to it. I told you guys before that I don't really have a ton of project bags for my crochet stuff. So, but it's like a little drawstring bag at the top, and I think it would be perfect to put my stuff in to tote around with me. So I bought that. And we also bought this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Sorry, it's already losing its band there. And this is called Gray Black Super Soft Print. I don't know. This is probably going to be a hat for me too, just because I wanted to see how it crocheted up. If anybody has any pictures or anything you made of this yarn, let me know, because I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting yarn. I thought it was kind of cool looking. This may become another waffle beanie is what I'm thinking. I'm not sure yet, but that's what I have planned anyways. Let's see, that's really all that I have. Some other projects I want to try. I want to try some more slippers. We kind of talked about that a little bit. I want to try some more slippers. I want to try this little capelet thing that I saw as a free pattern on Ravelry. I'm thinking about doing a dishcloth of the month, and if I'm going to do that, I need to get busy because January is almost over. So maybe that'll be my next video, is a super simple dishcloth. I love dishcloths. For one, I think they're very practical for people learning how to crochet, because you can learn to do a ton of different stitches on a very small project that you could get done probably in a couple hours, right? And you learn how to do the stitch, and if you can do it for a little small dishcloth, you could do it for a baby blanket or a scarf. Or it's really just about learning the stitch and repeating that stitch to make your objects. So I think I'm going to try to do at least a dishcloth every month as a tutorial, if I can come up with enough different patterns that I like and I want to share. I saw this yarn at Hobby Lobby that was cotton that I'd never seen there before, but it's kind of like a little mini cake of cotton. And yeah, I want to buy that. I'm definitely going to buy that. I'm going to wait though till they go on sale 30% off, because this week they were not on sale 30% off. So I'm going to wait till they go on sale, and then I'm going to buy a couple colors. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe like a mandala style dishcloth, or one of the little starburst, you know, the little ones that look like stars. Dishcloth. I don't know. We'll see what I can do, but I think the yarn is really cute. It kind of drew me in. They were only $2, so I think when they go on sale for 30% off, they'll only be like $1.30 or something like that. And then I'm going to buy several of them and see what I can do. I hope that one of the little cakes makes a whole dishcloth. I think it will. I think it said it had 127 yards on it. Typically I use the sugar and cream cotton for my dishcloths, just because, I don't know, Michael's runs it all the time. They used to run it all the time for $1, maybe $1.25, and I would just go, and if they're running it on sale, I would always pick 4 or 5 of them up, because that's something that I constantly make. I give those away I put them in raffles at work, or my mom likes them, my sisters like them, and I just like to have them around the house. We clean with them, we do dishes with them, we put them in the bathroom, take a bath with them, whatever, like a spa day or whatever. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to do that. It may be the first week of February. I may have to do 2 in February. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Let's see, what other projects am I thinking about? I'm going to try to use my yarn that I have right here that I've already purchased. I'm going to try to make a hat from my Knit Crate yarn, just because those are simple. I'm going to try to do the Marley Bird game day crochet along. If you guys are doing that, let me know what you think of the experience. I don't know. I'm kind of excited about it to see how it turns out. I just hope it's a pattern that I enjoy, because like, again, I don't want to be wasteful. So I don't like to make things that I won't ever use. Like this. I don't know if I'm ever going to really use this, but I don't know. Wearing it seems okay. Your arms are kind of constricted a little bit, but it's not horrible. So I think it would be, if you're just kind of got to chill in the office, I think it would be fine. You can still move your hands around. I can still work at my computer, and do things like that. We'll see. I don't know what I'll do. I want to make the scarf out of the little silky red yarn that I have, just because dress code's changing soon, so I need to get that done. I think it's either going to be a diamond. I'm either going to do like a diamond cowl, like an infinity scarf kind of, a long one, just so I could double over. I just think those would be super easy. I did find on YouTube a pattern for that. So we'll see. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet. That's really about all I got, guys. Thanks for spending some time with me. Let me know what's on your hook. Talk to you guys later. Bye.